I love how you work wrestling into this. Like you were wearing an MJF and Danhausen shirt, and I was like, this guy is a real fan.
Yeah. No, I've been watching wrestling since a kid. I grew up with the golden era, and it was my life, wrestling as a kid. I mean, that was like, I think about it now because I was thinking about it on my way here, knowing that we were going to talk wrestling and stuff. And I mean, I couldn't have been more hooked. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't remember the last time I believed and cared about something as much as I cared about wrestling from like 85 to like 92.
So that's your earliest memory, like mid 80s there?
Yeah, like I went to WrestleMania 2.
What?
Yes, my dad, I don't know how he did this, but we got tickets to WrestleMania 2, which was I believe at Nassau Coliseum. That was the one we split up in Chicago, I believe LA, I believe.
Yeah, I want to look this up because it was a heck of a card.
Yeah, our card, our main event was Roddy Piper and Mr. T in a boxing match.
What?
Yeah, man. Insane. I think Chicago had a battle royal, I believe, like maybe an Andre or something.
Yeah, I'm pulling this card up right now. It was so funny how it was done so differently back then. Like, okay, so you were at which one? Nassau Coliseum?
Nassau, yeah. And you watched
Mr. T with Joe Frazier defeated Roddy Piper with Bob Orton.
Cowboy Bob Orton. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Randy Savage versus George Steele.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. It's so crazy to go to wrestling events now and have been at that one. That was when kayfabe was like, you know, it wasn't what the wrestling world is now, where everyone's just like, all right, we all know what we're watching here. We watch wrestling for this behind the scenes and in front, you know, like now it's wide open and people follow wrestling as much, you know, we're all keyed into that. But like back then, this was everybody was all in, like everybody believed.
Yeah.
And it was mid 80s New York City, Madison Square Garden, like Nassau Coliseum, like, because I went to another event at Madison Square Garden. This was people screaming bloody murder at the, you know, like really everybody was full bore in on like this was real. And it wasn't as like sanitized as it is now. And it wasn't as like, you know, you go to a wrestling event now, it's for the most part, as wild as it is, like it's very like people know when they have to sit down, you know, you can get ejected, you know, like people are like, you know, it's not like it was the Wild West. Like I remember that main event, people were throwing everything into the ring, just drinks, food. That was all common back then. You know what I mean? And just being a 9-year-old or a 10-year-old back then, like just people screaming and like, I mean, like, man, like it was just wild. So we were in the nosebleeds, and for the main event, my dad was like, come on, we're going to go down there. And my dad didn't really watch wrestling per se, but he knew what it meant to me. And he's like, we're going to go down there. And I remember just being so nervous. Like, what do you mean we're going down there? He's like, we're going to sneak down there. And he's like, just come on, just follow me. And like, we were all the way up. He goes down there. He puts me on his shoulders. I'm on my dad's shoulders because I couldn't see a thing if I wasn't. And we get down to the floor and he just kind of walks with confidence. And we go past everything. And we are now, I'm telling you, we're standing maybe 10 rows back from the ring. And that's another thing. If you just walked in like now in a wrestling event, you know, it's like, they're like, where's your ticket? What are you doing?
Where's your wristband for the floor?
What are you even doing? There's security everywhere.
Yeah.
This was like, you know, it was all like folding chairs. Well, I did have that now, but they're all like, you know, they're all clasped together and they're like decorative chairs like you take home with you. But like, this was just a mayhem down there. And I'm on his shoulders and there's no like really semblance of seating. Everyone just rushes, like, you know what I mean? And I just couldn't believe it. I'm watching and I'm on his shoulders. So I'm like ring level watching this. I just remember like, it was a core memory. I'm just like, I can't believe what's going on here. And it was freaking wild. So I'm taking photos on that like old school, like 110 millimeter camera, you know, where you have to like wait for the flash to warm up. I don't know if you remember
the flash cube.
The cube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you have to like put a cube on and turn it and then it had to warm up and stuff. And I'm like, like I'm an old news reporter. Like an old, that exact sound, dude. And then you wind it and stuff. And I'm like, I'm taking photos and that exact sound.
That brought me right back.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm like, my mind, I've never seen anything like this. I'm 9 or 10. Never seen anything like this in my life. We leave. It's the greatest day of my life. So my dad takes the film to get developed. Now, this to me is also like worth its weight in gold, this film.
Yes.
This is like the proof that I was there. This is like, I mean, you know, and if you remember back in those days too, like if something went down, sometimes the film just didn't get developed. Like you would take it to get developed, they were like, oh, it didn't come out. Like they could just say that to you. Like, and it didn't come out. My film didn't come out.
No.
Yeah. And I remember like, it almost felt like my first funeral or something. Like I felt so crushed. I remember crying. And cause I was like, I couldn't wait to show people, like this was my only connection to, you know, and, my dad goes, he felt so bad for me that he went and he goes, I'm going to make this up to you. And he gets tickets to like, you know, a house show at MSG a couple of months later. I don't know how he got them, but we were in the 4th row. And this time I brought a Polaroid because I was not going to allow someone to tell me that the film wasn't developed.